Quantum immortality. It is worth starting with the fact that although scientists know the mechanisms of the quantum world, the reasons for such unusual behavior of elementary particles are still unclear. Various attempts by scientists to explain the causes of these physical phenomena are called the interpretation of quantum mechanics. It is important to know that the hypothesis of quantum immortality is approved only by the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, based on the principles of the multiverse. Quantum suicide is an interesting thought experiment based on the principles of quantum mechanics. Its essence lies in the fact that in order to evaluate the outcome of events, the observer must remain alive. Thus, if a weapon is aimed at him, firing with a 50% probability, the world will literally be divided in two. In one, the participant in the experiment will cease to live, and in the second, he will be alive to report the result. Let's remember Schrödinger's cat. This is exactly the same thought experiment as with quantum suicide described above. The poor cat sits in a completely isolated box where it will be killed with a 50% probability within some time. The point is that while we do not see the cat, it exists in a kind of superposition, that is, in all its states simultaneously. As soon as we open the box, the world is divided into two. After all, the event could have happened with the same probability, depending solely on the mechanics of the quantum world.
So what about the multiverses?
The multiverse, aka parallel worlds, is actively used in the same many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics as well as in string theory.
However, there is no confirmation of this idea, and there cannot be. There is an assumption that such a hypothesis is a survivor's error. After all, in the experiment with quantum suicide, only the participant can tell us about it. But what is the probability that we will end up in the same universe in which he did not kill himself 100 times? After all, for us, as outside observers, the result of the experiment does not make any difference. Whether the subject dies or remains alive, we ourselves will be able to evaluate the result in any case, therefore, end up in any universe. Another criticism points to the following logical error. In a dream, we also do not see anything, but we still continue to exist. Therefore, death itself can be equated with a deep sleep. Then there is no point in talking about quantum immortality.
Therefore, the idea of quantum immortality, although very attractive, does not and cannot have any confirmation. At the same time, it is a little scary that we will emerge from any catastrophe damaged but alive.